Hi there, my name is Sydney Walker. This is my reflective reading journal number 1, and this is for going over the 18 questions that were prompted. And so all of this information came from the education from the video we were given in our curriculum, and then as well as our book, Counseling, Assessment, and Evaluation, by Joshua C. Watson and Brande Flames, if I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, so first beginning with the 4 basic types of measurement, we've got nominal. The nominal scale is used to classify or categorize data into groups that have different names but are not related to each other in any other systematic way. So this would be names, list of words, gender, education level. Then we would next have ordinal. Ordinal is building on the nominal scale. The ordinal scale has the properties of both identification and magnitude. So an example of a variable measured using an ordinal scale would be something like an Olympic track race where there's gold, silver, and bronze, and they are awarded to the first, second, and third finishers. Then we've got interval. The interval scale is a higher order level of measurement than the ordinal scale. It includes the measurement properties of identification, magnitude, and equal intervals. This would be an example would be intelligence, so like an IQ score. Then we have ratio. The ratio scale satisfies all 4 of the properties of measurement: identification, magnitude, equal intervals, and presence of absolute 0 point. An example of this would be weight. Appraisal. Appraisal can be defined as the process of assessing or estimating attributes. Then we've also got subjective versus objective. The format of an essay test is considered to be a subjective format. Then we've got difficulty index. The difficulty index indicates that the percent of an individual who has answered each item correctly. All right, then we're looking at different tests. The last question is a test battery. And what is a test battery? And this would be considered a horizontal test. Then when we're looking under correlation, this would be if data supports that studying a lot leads to high scores on the NCE, then the correlation between the study time and the NCE scores would be positive. If an individual does not go to counseling and symptoms of anxiety increase, meaning counseling decreases and anxiety increases, this is an example of a negative correlation. Then we were presented with the numbers 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, and we were asked to look at the mean, median, and mode. The mean of these numbers would be 5.25, the median would be 5, and the mode would be 5. Then we have a question. The ways IV IQ test is given to 100,000 individuals in the U.S. who are picked at random. The average IQ is 100 and 1 standard deviation is 15. A counselor would expect that approximately 68% would score between 85 and 115. Then, on the same IQ test is given to 100,000 individuals in the U.S. who are picked at random. The average IQ is 100 and 1 standard deviation is 15. About 99% of the people will score within 3 standard deviations of the mean. This would include scores from 55 to 145. Once again, the test was given to 100,000 individuals in the U.S. who are picked at random on average. The IQ is 100 and 1 standard deviation continues to be 15. Individuals with scores from 70 to 130, 2 standard deviations from the mean, would include which percentage of the population, and this would be 95% of the population. All right. If an exam is positively skewed, that means the majority of the scores are high, 90s, or low, 70s. the majority of the scores are high. As example, the students passed. If an exam is negatively skewed, then most likely the exam was easy or difficult, and the answer would be difficult, would be mostly lower failing grades. All right, then lastly, looking at standard deviations and percentiles. If a student scores a 45 on a difficult test, what can be said about their performance? This question requires more information. For it to be fully answered, we need to know what the mean was for us to be able to tell if a 45 was successful with the group of students that were taking it, or if it was something that was less than. All right, if the mean of an achievement test is 31 and the standard deviation is 3, what is the percentile rank of a student who scored 37? This would be 97.5%. If the mean of an achievement test is 31 and the standard deviation is 3, the percentile rank of someone who scored 31 on the test would be about 50%. If it was 31 and the standard deviation was 3 and the student scored 34 on the test, this would be about 48%. And once again, if the test was 31, the standard deviation was 3, and the percentile rank of a student who scored 22 on the test, this would be about 0.15. Thank you.